Dear friends, good evening. Thanks for the TEDx friends organizers for giving me this opportunity to be with you in this evening. We can avoid anything but not food. So we need to think more about food. Recently, the newspapers carry the message from New Delhi about the food security bill. Our ministers told if a person is earning more than 28 rupees in the rural area, he has jumped over the poverty line. And if he is able to earn 32 rupees in the urban area, he is above the poverty line. And some ministers have, I have heard, have come forward with an opinion. Even if he is able to earn 5 rupees, he is already above the poverty line. I can't understand why different people are speaking about a different poverty line. Instead of eliminating the poverty, they are bringing down the poverty line. In that our ministers are very capable. It makes everyone in this country to think about our future. In what way we are going to solve this food security question. And our Prime Minister has told the day of independence. And if this bill is passed, it will benefit 80 crore people of this country. That means 80 crore people are living below the poverty line. So the government has come forward to sell the wheat at the rate of 2 rupees per kilo. If it is rice, 3 rupees per kilo. And if it is the coarse grain like cholam or kambu, it will be sold at rupee 1 per kilo. But our Tamil Nadu government is telling already we are giving free rice. That means every day people are becoming more and more poor. They are unable to buy. All the plans, programs, everything is going on against the welfare of the community, and it creates unemployment, low income generation, and loss of accessibility to food. There is no question of lack of food. Every year 1 lakh tons of food grain is spoiled because of want of proper godowns. And the Supreme Court has told, you see, it is being spoiled in the open street, the stored grain. You give it to the people who cannot eat properly. But the minister says it is a policy question, court cannot interfere. So the food minister says it is our policy to allow the people to starve. See, in 1996, the United Nations convened one conference on food security. There it was discussed what is food security. If there is enough food for the citizens of the country, then it is called availability. If the people are able to buy the grain and consume it, it is called accessibility. If one person wants food out of rice or ragi or jowar, they should be provided with what they wanted. It is called acceptability. And their food should be poison free. It should have nutritive value. Then only we can call it food security. So in 1996, all the representatives of all the government joined together. They told the UN in 2015, we will reduce the poverty 50%. Then people like us asked them, what is your plan to the other 50% of the people who are in the poverty line? There was no answer. But after 10 years, in 2006, again UN convened one conference to review what they have done in this way of eliminating the poverty line. Not a single steps have been taken by any country to reduce the poverty line. Now, recently we went through one news. Our Prime Minister told it is a national shame. That is 43% of the children below 5 years are suffering due to lack of nutritive food. So the growth is retarded. They are suffering due to they are unable to resist the diseases. So on the outside it seems they are taking food, but those food doesn't have the nutritive value. So malnutrition is a major disease or major cause of retardance of the children of this day. Our government is unable to do that. 60 years after freedom, our country is unable to feed the whole population. Still 28% of the people are going to bed with empty stomach. This is a very pathetic situation. In this situation only, we are thinking about food security of the question, where it lies. It is not in the bill, it is not in the parliament, but it is in the soil. 2000 years back, our forefathers told, if you are able to combine soil and water, you can produce food. It is so simple. It doesn't need any university education, because we were feeding the whole people. There was no poverty before the British people came here to plunder our wealth some 500 years back. Portuguese people came, Dutch people came, French people came, English people came, only to plunder our prosperity. And plundered, the country was plundered. Still, we are doing only one thing. In 1996, I was attending one biodiversity seminar in Philippines for a month. People from 12 countries represented that seminar workshop. And at the end of the seminar, we wrote on a summary. The core sentence went like this. Before 1960, what was there was agriculture. After 1960, what is there is agri-business. The nature of the agri-business is import dependent and export oriented. They are always thinking about import and export. They don't think about the soil or the producer or the consumer. During the last 15 years, 250,000 farmers have committed suicide in this land because they are unable to pay back the loan they got for the protection of their crops and other things. Now, the government is spending more money on fertilizer, hybrid seed, water and electricity. All these things are going for commercial crops, not food crops. Food crops are produced by the small farmers who are unable to have a pair of bullocks. So that is why the production is going down and their produce is not given a proper price. So they are committing suicide or they are leaving the land. In this situation only we are thinking of organic agriculture. See, once a team of cultural team came from Sweden. In that one woman was there. She was a retired language teacher, Ruth. Ruth told one day, you see, in this world everybody is lying. For example, so I asked her, she told her, take for example this pesticide. I told her, I mean the pesticide is okay, it is right. But in Tamil they are telling us pooch marandu. They are calling poison as medicine. After 60 years of freedom, they don't have the clarity what is there in this cane. The skull is there, 2 hand bones are there. It is written in Tamil also in the red ink, Visham, like that, poison. After that only the agriculture graduate is telling this is pooch marandu, medicine. In North India also when I went there I saw they have written it as Aushat. But that Ruth told, I don't know your language problem, but you told pesticide is okay, how is it right? I told what my professor told in the agriculture college. He told, if any word ends in side, it will be killing something. If it is killing the pest, it is a pesticide. If it kills the insect, it is insecticide. If it kills bacteria, it is bactericide. If it kills fungus, it is fungicide. If it kills rat, rodenticide. If it kills the spider, it is acaricide. If it kills herbs, it is herbicide. If it kills weeds, it is weedicide. If human beings are killing the other humans, it is a genocide. And if you commit yourself, then it is called suicide. As you are clapping your hands, I thought she is going to appreciate me. To my sad thing, she asked, is there any granular pesticide in your country? I told, yes, farmers are applying Furadon and Thimet, 2 granular pesticide. It is applied in the soil, it is applied in the crop and everywhere. She told, take a handful of it and consume it. Then I kept mum, because I know most of the suicides by the youngsters in this country are committed by consuming this granular pesticide. Now she is telling a foreign lady, I had to take for me to consume the granular pesticide. But she asked, what will happen? I told her, I will die. Then she asked, if it kills you, how can you call it a pesticide? You told, if it kills the pest, it is pesticide. But it is killing the human being. In what way it is right? Everybody in this world is lying. So I asked her, how should it be called? It should be called biocide. Then I asked her why they are calling it as pesticide. Then she told they have spent crores of dollars to build a factory and employ the scientists and to produce that poison. So they will tell anything to sell the commodity and get the profit. We should have brain in our head. So this is where we are going to think about what is food security. Then when I went to Italy, they convened one conference called a Slow Food Conference, because everywhere you see the fast food shops. They told it is not fast food. Before it reaches your food plate, it has travelled 2,400 kilometers. You don't know when it entered into the cold storage. So even after 4 or 5 years, it may come to your food plate. It should not get spoiled. So they are mixing metal poison over that food so that it is not spoiled soon. It is traveling 2,400 kilometers means it is adding to the global warming, climate change, sea rise and all the damages, dangers. At the same time the cost of the food also going away. So we need to have slow food. Slow food means they told food should be fresh, food should be locally produced and food should be locally consumed and it should have taste. So agriculture is not an economic activity, it is a gastronomic activity. It should suit your intestine, otherwise it is not food. So they told, so now you start talking about what is food security to your people wherever you are going. So wherever we are coming, we are talking about, and we are telling, I think I should not take too much time of you. Let me finish with the one aspect. In a scientific way, unscientific truths are being broadcast throughout the country. They give the chemicals to the farmers and they say fertilizer. It is killing the life of the soil. So it is a sterilizer. Sterilizer is given to the farmer as fertilizer, and that is why he is made unable to pay back the loan and he is committing this way. You see, soil health means there are 3 things. One is physical property, another one is biological property, another one is chemical property. All these 3 properties combined together is called soil fertility. Soil fertility means living soil. Living soil means millions of microorganisms and earthworms should live in the soil very actively. Then only the plant nutrients are being released from the soil particles. Then the plant is growing and the plant is producing. They say we are giving food for the plant. You cannot give food for the plant because plants are converting the solar energy into starch, glucose energy. So we need not feed the plant, but at the same time we should see the mother earth is taken care of. A healthy soil breeds a healthy plant produces healthy food will keep the people in good health. For that we need to leave the soil, all the degradable materials of plant and animal residues, then the soil will give you anything. But in order to sell all the products that are produced or manufactured in the urban area on the head of the farmers, and they don't bother about what happens to the producer. At the same time, the country is making all the people, all the consumers, patients, cancer patients, neuro patients, kidney patients, diabetic patients. So the producer is not taken care of, consumer is not taken care of, the soil health is not taken care of. This is the situation in which we have to think more intensively about the organic farming. So we are conducting training for all kinds of people of all ages in Kadavu. That is 40 kilometers nearer to Manaparai. Before 40 years, some cultivation was there. For the last 40 years, there was no cultivation. The soil was eroded. Now we are able to convert the soil into a productive plain. So it can be done throughout the country, and we can hope if we educated people enter into agriculture, we can resist all the damages that are being thrown over the head of our community. Thank you very much. Thank you for